I mean, I'm really concerned. So you wouldn't repeal the entire Patriot Act?
Well, you know, you have to go part by part, but the parts that are really offensive, first of all,
But they
Patriot,
arrested 600 people, most of them with Islamic sounding names.
there has to
And
be a trial.
after, during the Bush regime, because I can't call it a presidency, it was a regime, it was a dictatorship of Bush. Now we have the dictatorship of Obama, which I don't know, it seems almost worse, but they had 600 people arrested and detained indefinitely for years and years. And then one by one, they quietly get released. Out of 600, I think they only convicted one guy of one misdemeanor out of 600. The rest were guilty of nothing. They just scooped them up and held them. I mean, already that's unconstitutional. And the Patriot Act let that happen. And none of those 600 did anything terroristic.
Well, it's interesting. Actually, one of the people who was arrested right after 9/11 was an individual by name Jawad Iqbal. And there is a case which is very well known in federal courts. It is used by federal judges on a daily basis, and it's Iqbal v. Ashcroft. This gentleman complained he was arrested, he was in prison, he claimed that he was beaten in prison, and the reason he was arrested is because he used a social security number that was never assigned to him, basically a stolen social security number. This man was kept in prison for a year and a half, I believe for 2 years, and then he was deported to Pakistan. And as you know, through my legal work, I have found out that Barack Obama is using a Connecticut social security number, and I have the documents here that was never assigned to him. Those are,
I think if we can get the center camera
we
on that
can show
document,
it,
you can do a close up.
can we do the close-up on this document? Those are Obama's tax returns. And a computer, I did get reports from 3 licensed investigators. One of them is Neil Sankey, who was a elite officer with Scotland Yard working with anti-communist proliferation and anti-organized crime in Scotland Yard. Another Susan Daniels, and I have here an affidavit from Susan Daniels, and a former senior deportation officer with the Department of Homeland Security, John Sampson. I got reports from them showing that in national databases, it shows that there are several social security numbers that are associated with the name of Barack Obama. And what was interesting, that none of them was issued in the state of Hawaii. And as you know, in the social security number, the first 3 digits signify the state. So here, for example, this is Obama's tax return. And what he did, when he posted it originally on the internet, he did not flatten the PDF file. So we could see all the layers, and we can see the number 042684425.
Oh my. And it says legal residence Illinois, but what state issues that kind of a social security number?
042 was assigned to the state of Connecticut. And it's interesting, in the wake of my investigation and lawsuits recently, they changed the laws. Starting from this year, they will assign social security numbers randomly. But at a time, they were assigned state by state. And each state got the first 3 digits were assigned to specific state. 042 is the state of Connecticut. Obama was never a resident of Connecticut. He got this number. According to 3 investigators who searched different databases, like LexisNexis, ChoicePoint, Intellius, I mean, multiple databases showed the same thing.
But then you have had an impact. The fact that they're going to randomly assign these social security numbers now and it won't necessarily signify a state, then you had an impact. You've made a change. I don't know if it's going to help the country, but you definitely got somebody's attention. And to me, that says you have a valid issue. And
Absolutely.
You
I
nailed
also, I just gave you here documents. If you can do the close-up of the documents that I gave you, yes, this is
second page.
Yeah, the first page is the selective service certificate, and the second page is the SSNVS. It's the document from Social Security Number Verification System, and it shows that the Social Security number that Barack Obama is using here on his tax returns, and that he is using, as you have on the other camera on the close-up, that he used in his selective service certificate, was never assigned to him.
Wow.
Here
there it is.
Now this is a E-Verify. A witness by name Linda Jordan provided me with an affidavit and a printout from E-Verify that shows that according to E-Verify, the Social Security number that Barack Obama is using, 042-684425, was never assigned to Barack Obama. It does not match with the name of Barack Obama. So,
wow.
You know, somebody.
So you proved it, and I think Sheriff, what's that sheriff's name in Arizona?
Arpaio.
Yeah. I think he's paying attention to what you're doing.
I don't know.
Well, he's supposed to do his own investigation.
Well, you know, I actually provided him with all the information a while ago. If he wanted, he could have gone public. He would have stated publicly here. Here's.
He said he's going to make a statement before Christmas.
I don't know.
Just recently, he said, Sheriff Revere said he's going to come out with his own investigation and state whether this guy can run for office in his county, I guess. Because if they strike him from one county ballot in one state, I think that would send a ripple through all 50 states. I think there'd be a federal lawsuit immediately. His team would say, no, you got to put him on. We can ignore the sheriff.
I'm not sure what is he waiting for, but I've been providing him with all this information for quite some time, and so did others. I mean, he's been getting all this information for 3 years now, so I'm not sure what is he waiting for. I've heard rumors that he will come up with his results now, that he's going to do it in February, but he could have done it a long time ago. As I said, for 3 years, I've been forwarding this information to him and everywhere else.
Didn't Arizona pass a law saying now that each presidential candidate has to prove his...
No.
Didn't that law pass?
No.
I know they were trying to.
Well, it passed both houses of the Assembly and Senate, and their corrupt governor, Jane Brewer, vetoed it.